Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's make it a great weekend. It's a TGIF. Believe in yourself and in everything you can be. James Garner. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 179. You get the Nasdaq down 22. S&Ps are down 17. Gold contract up $2.40, trading at $1,273 an ounce. Silver up 2 cents at $17.13 an ounce. Platinum up $2 at $1,049 an ounce. Copper flat at $2.07 a pound. Light sweet crude down 51 cents, $46.19 a barrel. Bonds, we get the 10-year up 11 ticks, 130.30. The 30-year up a full point, 4 ticks, 166.18. And bonds just won't give it up, folks. They're pushing into the swing. They're pushing in with volume. King dollar. King dollar up 422 ticks, 94.55. The euro is down 63, trading at $1.13. And the yen is down 43, trading at $1.08. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? We go over to the SPY. SPY's trading down $1.98. You get 70 million shares traded. Now we're going against 89 million. So this is going to get really tricky right here, because I suspect we're going to get a good 80, and we're at 204.58. So the low of the swing of last Friday is 203.88. That's where we rejected lower price. And the high of that area is 205.77. So we'll see if, in fact, the S&Ps can get a small bounce coming into the close. Because if you don't get a small bounce coming into the close, what you're doing is you're pressing a low. You're not pressing it with volume, but you're pressing a low. And the 3Qs. Same setup in the 3Qs. The difference with the 3Qs is this, that you're at a price point right now of $105.43. The Qs can close over $105.60 real easy. And that is the highs of the lows that it's going into. And we're only at 15 million. So the correlation goes like this. The correlation with the Qs, you're coming in with dramatically lighter volume. That's saying the Qs still want to bounce. We go back to the S&Ps just again so you can see that correlation. So you can see the correlation inside the Qs, 15 million versus 30. It only has to bounce 15 pennies to be on the other side of the higher boundary. So inside the SPY, you're at 204.65. That would have to bounce almost a full point. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold contract out here, folks, wants higher price. We've done 165,000 contracts. You're at 1273. We're up 260. You're in the higher range. And what we've had here also is this, is that you're talking about volume coming in the market all week inside the gold contract. So now if I'm going to put the GLD, and I'll put the GLD up on a weekly, and what you're going to see is that you're actually pushing, and you're pushing highs, and you have some juice behind the move here. So gold, it looks to me like still wants higher price. And what's so intriguing here today is that is with King dollar up 600 ticks at one point. Right now, it's up 412 ticks. Silver. Silver also basically showed up today. What we have with silver is this. Silver went to a low out here of $16.85. We're now up to $17.13, and I'd really like to see it get inside the $17.21. It's only 8 more pennies, but guess what? That 8 pennies gets you inside the higher range. Now, let's go over to the bond market. Okay, so the 10-year bond, 10-year note rather, last couple days, it's been trying now for 2 weeks to stay over the 130.19 mark. That 130.19 mark is the highs of April 20th. It did 1.29 million contracts. It got up there May 6th, and it failed. Every day this week it tried to make it. Well, it's going to make it today. And so what that does set up, and here's the correlation here, because this is where it's going to get dangerous for the market. If those bonds want higher price, that is just, when bonds want higher price, folks, the market wants lower price. So this is going to be pretty tricky coming into option expiration week next week. Right now, you're at 130.29. The lows of the high period in this contract, well, in the 10-year bond, note rather, is 130.110. So we're only 2 or 12 ticks away from that, the highs of the low. King dollar. We get over and we take a look at King dollar. What do you have at King dollar? King dollar has a decent bounce going. No volume behind the move, but had a decent bounce going. You get 22,000 contracts. You're going into 32,000. We hit a high out here today of 94.84. Right now you're at 94.53. And we'll see whether it can basically, make it up to this next swing. The next swing up there is 94.60. Not 95.18 rather, 95.18. What we did here today, 94.57. It's going to be a close call, actually. What I mean specifically is this, is that we got over this, it's really not a swing, we got over the high of the 28th of April. We're going to close underneath, and it does have lighter volume. So we go back to the markets. Oh, Dow Industrials. We got to look at the Dow. Why? Because the Dow has broken the last Friday's low, folks. Okay, so how the Dow comes in with volume is going to be crucial, because it doesn't look like it's going to be an ABC down, but this is it's breaking with good conviction, actually. 17,580 was the low of last Friday. We're at 17,541, and you're talking the 6th. It doesn't look like it's even going to come close, because when we do take a look at the volume characteristic, right now you're only at 579 million shares. And if we go into the, I believe I said the 6th, 1 second, sorry about that. So, we take a look at this, and what we have is that you're taking the swing point out of last Friday. That baby right there was, come on, okay, the 6th. So the 6th, we had 970 million shares traded. Hey, we'll find out. If you do not put 970 million shares coming into this close, it doesn't look like we're going to. You'd have an ABC structure on the way down. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials right now are down 179. You get the NASDAQ down 22. S&Ps are down 17. We're going to be right back.